quadruped thoracic spine rotation. So the quadruped is just the hands and knee position, and we're using the arm to kind of drive motion into our thoracic spine or in our upper back. So when I go to the hands and knees position here, the first setup is going to be hands directly under hips, or excuse me, hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of push my chest away from the floor. I'm going to be mindful that my low back is in neutral, so I'm not starting in like an arched or like a rounded position, trying to be as neutral as possible. And as I push my chest into the floor, I'm going to rotate and reach toward the ceiling. So if you're somebody that has like shoulder irritability and it hurts to keep that arm in that extended or outreached position, you can bring your hand behind your head. So when you drop and rotate down, push palm into the floor, and you rotate to the ceiling, it's more so isolating the motion to your upper back and not really kind of cranking on your shoulder. So that's a way that we can kind of scale it at the shoulder itself. And then if I want to really isolate the motion up into my upper back, I can change what my hips are doing, and then I can change the level of my arms as well. So if I think about sitting back into my heels, trying to keep my low back in that neutral position still, I can still do the same thing where I push my chest away and I rotate toward the ceiling, come back down. If I want to make that a little bit more aggressive, I would go hand behind my head and I would rotate from that position. And if I want it to be as aggressive as possible, I'm trying to sink between my hips onto my elbow, and then I'm rotating elbow to the ceiling from that position. But typically what we'll do is we'll start that first setup where my hands are under my shoulders, knees are under my hips, and what I'm doing is pushing my chest away, neutral spine, and I'm trying to rotate as much as I can using my arm as a way to kind of leverage the rotation. And then obviously, again, if you have shoulder irritability or if you need to scale it as needed, do so, but just allow to create rotation in that upper back without compensating in the shoulder or in the low back. And so if someone compensates a lot in their shoulder, their chest will kind of stay down and they'll end up just really reaching with their arm and they're not really creating a lot of rotation in their upper back. So if you need to videotape yourself so you can get some feedback, do so.